Hello, Internet. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start, and as always, the countdown timer is about to come on. If you're watching this as a rerun, go ahead, skip through that countdown timer. I won't mind. I could clip it out, but I don't, because if I did, it would remove features that are important to you. And I like you. The live chat replay will go away, and so will the automatic closed captions, and I can't have that. So here comes the countdown timer. As always, I will have a hot mic and we'll put on some 80s synthesizer music for you because the 80s are awesome. Enjoy. And I will switch to the bald spot cam. Boom. Hot mic, baby. Always have the hot mic. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You remember me. I'm Matt Haas. This is All Things YouTube Live, the show where we talk about, not surprisingly, all things YouTube. Everything that's new and different on the interface. I will not only tell you about it, I will show you too. That's the difference. On this show, I show you. I'm a visual person. I speak with pictures. I have a design degree. I am visual. So yeah, that's the difference here. This is episode 111. What? Let's see who's here. Uh-oh. Jim Dockrell just showed up. Where are my moderators? Keep an eye on him. Just kidding. You know I love you, Mr. Jim. You Do It's here. Mr. Mark Lindsay, CNC. Harneal Media. That's my friend, Steve Nealon. And Love Audio Production, sticking his head in all the way from merry old England. We have some more people popping in as well. Share the show. It's going to be a good one. Open Q&A the whole time. And I also have a few news items to share with you. Hey, Nick Graham is here. Welcome. Howdy from Texas. Everything's big in Texas. Good to have you here. Don't forget about the Facebook page and group. Not much is happening here, but do check out the group. Search for these terms on the Facebooks. Yes, I have a YouTube property over there on Facebook, a competing social network, but hey, that's the way I roll. This is the Facebook group. Isn't it lovely? Click that join button over there. It'll say join for you, and you'll be on your way. Great place to share. Drop articles, ask questions, answer questions. It's fun answering people's questions too. It can be a lot of fun doing that. Do you know how you learn? You teach and you answer questions. That's a great way to learn. What's Mark Lindsay CNC saying over here? He says, I use my computer mainly for video editing. I'm not a gamer at all. It's probably more video than I need, but I like it. There's some tech talk happening in the chat room, and I love it. I love talking tech. I do. A few people support me financially. Just check that out. If you use this link, it's also in the description. You'll get your name right here. It's a simple form, takes PayPal, credit card. Almost 100% of the funds land in the creator's pocket. That's super awesome. And hey, wouldn't you want your name right there? I think that's kind of cool. And it'll stay there until someone tips over top of you. That's a lot of fun. Also have a Patreon, patreon.com/allthingsyoutube. And that's what we look like over here. And got a couple tiers. Always put new stuff out there on Patreon. It's a great place to go. You get the news first. And if you want to do something for free, click this button. There's a big follow button. Doesn't cost you anything, and then you'll get all the public posts pushed out to you. And I post a lot of things publicly there as well. Lance Tyler's here. Hello, hello, Lance. Good to have you. Glad to see you on the channel, my friend. Moderator standing by. I think Mark might be behind time. Maybe take that slider and push it all the way forward, Mark. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Good that you're here. All right. Let's take a look at some of my top patrons. We've got Polly Wants a Crafter at pollywantacrafter.com, Harneal Media, Portal Woodworks, Osprey Mama, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs. Thank you for being top patrons. If you want to become a patron, I'll put your information up here and shout you out every live show. And you get spaces on the email newsletters too with links. That's a lot of fun. And finally, if you become a patron, you'll make me do work and redo this graphic. But that's okay. I won't mind. $1 patrons are Steve Carmichael, Miter Mike's Woodshop, Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, Marcel's Workshop, JP Woodwork, The Mad Maker, and Love Audio Production. Special thanks to Makers Media Network. I am a proud member of Makers Media Network. Hashtag not sponsored. I recently became an affiliate of Ecamm. How am I putting all this cool stuff on screen? How am I running this live show? Ecamm is how to do it. It's Macintosh software. You could follow this link, to get a free version of a trial version of Ecamm. And when you go to pay for it, use this link and I'll catch a few pennies. Thought that was cool. This URL will forward you with all my affiliate stuff smashed into the URL. So do check out allthingsyoutube.com/ecamm, 2 M's, ECAMM. That's how the magic happens. And I love it. Easy software. You know I like easy, and powerful. You know I like powerful. So I do dig it. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Don't forget Thursdays, I'm on the show called Mind Equals Blown with Brenda G. And I'm also on a Wednesday show called Verbose Wednesday with my co-host Robert Lee. Links to both of those shows, to this week's show, are in the description. Scroll the whole way down and click those links, choose set reminder, and then come right back. I'll drop links in the chat at the end of the show. But yeah, go ahead and do that. And I wanted to say, look what I got. This is Goat's Milk Artisan Soap by Brenda G. She has a Etsy store. If you do a search for Brenda G's Designs on Etsy, you'll find her store. And I got a whole bunch of these. And, ooh, baby, gingerbread. Smells like grandma's cookies. I asked her, what's the most masculine scent you have? And that was one of them. So I dig that. Lance Tyler says, what are we doing tonight? We're going to talk about a few news segments. And then we are going to talk about freebooting for a little bit and what you can do in YouTube. So speaking of the news segments, we'll get into that now. After I say hi to Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Hi, Chris Nealon. Thanks for stopping by the show. All right. We are ready to rock. Let me get my little banner going here. Now that I'm talking about the news of the week, I have this graphic. Makes it easy to find it when you're sliding the playhead and you're watching this as a rerun, because you get to see a little preview of the screen image as you slide that forward. Osprey Mama's here. Oh, she's washing the dishes off chat, but have fun. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. There's no wrong way to watch All Things YouTube Live. I'll tell you that much. Okay, what's Jim saying here? Now, I haven't read this yet. I probably did a mistake by putting this on screen. It says, send some love to Brenda from me on Thursday. I will be on the road and have no internet for a few days. Okay, I will, Jim. She will miss her brother from another mother, but I will relay your message, kind sir. I will relay the message. Okay, what's new? New on YouTube. You know it. You know I love analytics, and there is a new card on the YouTubes, and it is amazing. I'm going to do a risky thing and switch accounts. Whoops, I'm not sharing. Sorry. Oh, I put the wrong button. I pushed the wrong button, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. I'm going to switch accounts here because I want to. I'll show you YouTube Studio on my woodworking channel. This is my Awesome Wood Things channel. And this is new. There's a new card here. Published videos. Did you ever see this? They decided to put 4 videos here, kind of recent. Now, they're not, I have one more that's even more recent than this. So I guess they kind of exclude, like this is your most recent, and this is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th most recent. What can you do? You can jump right to the details, right to analytics, or right to comments, or, you know, you got this little doohickey right there. Or you can just go to videos, but that's no different than just clicking this item over here. So, hey, it's new, it's different, it's on the interface. It kind of pushes everything down off screen here, so you kind of have two boxes that you can't see, your latest comments card and your latest post card. They're kind of hard to see, but I don't know why they felt the need to put 4 videos here, especially when you can just click that and see them all, but they did, and that's there. So okay. Oh, Rumi's Garage is here. Hello, welcome to the channel. I have not done any of the challenges you have posted, so I should go back to the first one and start. Yeah, you can do that. You can do them out of order. Yeah, please go ahead and do that. He is talking about the YES challenge, which stands for YouTube Essential Skills. It's a challenge I'm doing. It's already underway. I give you a video editing challenge, and you have to you get to use your video editor and do the challenge and learn a new skill along the way. All of the challenges are easy and have a high impact for viewer retention. Look at this. Artfully Blind with Diana showed up. How are you? Oh, look at the festive emojis. Good evening with jack-o'-lanterns and a little ghost. I love it. 'Tis the season. Yeah, there's all kinds of spooky songs on the piano that I'm learning, which is fun. Yeah, Roomies, it's a very loose type challenge. We're not stricklers for rules. It's all about learning awesome skills and having fun along the way. And if that means you're sort of behind, that's fine. That's fine. Love Audio Production's still here. It's getting late over there in the UK, the United Kingdom, where Mr. Paul Weber's from. Paul Weber is the awesome guy behind Love Audio Production. Okay, second thing we're talking about is freebooting. Freebooting is when someone downloads your video off of YouTube and then re-uploads it to their own channel so they can get the watch time and make money off of your hard work. Mark's got the right idea. Rules? We don't need no stinking rules. Spelled with the Z. Mark has such street cred. All right. This finally worked. Now, I took one of my own videos and freebooted it to one of my other channels just to see if I could get this feature working. And it does. It works. Here, check it out. So if you go to the copyright area, here we have the copyright area of YouTube. Click that tab and look at this. Here we go. My Bohemian Rhapsody Queen Makers Rock promo has been freebooted over on Awesome Fun Things. See, not Awesome Wood Things, Awesome Fun Things. And this is warning me that that happened. And now I can take some actions. The most moderate thing you can do is contact the channel. So this will let me contact the channel. And this button will let me do one of three things to the channel. I can monetize it all the way to striking the channel, which would not be a good thing. YouTubers tend not to strike other YouTubers. It's sort of like an unwritten rule, but it is an option there. Portal Woodworks is here. It's Mr. David Jones. Hi, Mr. David Jones. Welcome back to All Things YouTube. You need to report that. I'm going to report myself and get myself in trouble. But yeah, no, I wanted to see if it would happen. Now, keep in mind this freebooting tool, which is really the copyright tab. The matches, whoops. The matches, it's not that sophisticated. It only happens if there is a near perfect complete upload or a very large percentage of the video was uploaded. If someone just steals a small snippet, it's not going to catch it. If someone just takes your audio track and uses your audio track, it's not likely going to catch it. This is a very sort of lightweight version of what they have. If you have a very popular channel with many, many thousands of subscribers, YouTube might invite you into the Content ID program. And the Content ID program will sniff out very small snippets of your content elsewhere. But that's not this. This is what you get right off the bat. And it's talking about freebooting. We have Creativity Playground is here. It says, hi, Matt, just joining in. Amy, excellent. Thanks for stopping by, Amy. Yeah, we're talking about the news of the week that's happening on YouTube. Anything new or different on YouTube. And I did want to highlight that this feature is here. I would recommend coming in here and checking this area every now and then to see if anyone's stealing your stuff and then taking the appropriate action. And this is an example where I stole my own stuff and I moved it from this channel and stuck it on that channel. Hey, Jim Bashirs is here. Hi, Jim. No, really, Matt. YouTubers have no issue with striking YouTube thieves. Well, yeah, I know. It's just, I mean, the option to strike is there. It really is. But it's a pretty major thing. It's a pretty major thing. If someone stole my work, I wouldn't start at the striking. But that's just me. You absolutely can if you want to. And remember, a claim is when the video stays up, but the claimant takes the revenue. That is a lot less damaging to the thief. To really mess up the thief, you could strike it. 3 strikes, they'll boot you off the system. They'll take your channel away. Jim Dockrell says, I had 4 instances of the same video copied. Then the channel put his affiliate link in the description of the tool. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, swing the hammer. Swing the hammer, Jim. Any questions you have, let me know in the chat, because this is open Q&A all night. And I will end the news of the week segment. All right. You know, there's a lot of things in the works at YouTube. I tend not to present that information until it actually happens. So we will see when some things come out of, they do these efficacy tests where they'll do like 5% of everyone on YouTube gets the feature, and then they'll track the interactions and stuff like that. Mark Lindsay says, it depends on the channel. If someone is basically cloning your channel content, strike them. If someone is using a piece of a video or commentary or something, then no, I won't strike. And see, that's the thing. I mean, if someone clips a piece of your content, uses it in their own video, and adds commentary around it, that is fair use. There's a doctrine, not a law, not specifics, only a judge can tell for sure, that if you use content by transforming it, you're allowed to do so in a commercial setting without permission of the owner. It's called the fair use. It's called fair use, and it's part of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act that the internet obeys. And so if you were to strike, if someone were to use a piece of your video in their own video, and they added commentary or changed it or transformed it or added more value, or even if it was criticism, they're allowed to criticize too. You might not, that's not valuable. But criticism is allowed to. If someone is doing that to your content and you strike them, now remember, claim is pretty lightweight, a light touch, but strike means 3 strikes and they're out. If you strike them, they could come back and counter the strike. And if you strike them and they counter the strike and you do not accept their counter, you're going to court. That's the next step. Then both parties have the right to sue each other. And so that's it. So if someone is taking a part of your video, using it in their video, they're extending it in the ways that I've said, and you strike them and they come back and counterclaim, and you get bold and say, I do not accept your counterclaim, you're getting a lawyer and you're going to court, because that's the next step. That's the way the system is handled, because in that specific instance, both parties are convinced they're right. And guess who makes the decision? Not YouTube, a judge in a court. That's how it works. This is the game you're playing. Hey, you want to be a content creator? This is the game. This is the game you play. Sammy Superstar is here. We have a superstar, everyone. Welcome, Sammy. Whether it is fair use or not, if someone is using a piece of my video to demonstrate a point, I'm fine with that. Well, that's good. I'm glad. It's good that you're fine with that. Even if you weren't fine with that, which some people aren't. Some people are like, you can't use any of my stuff in any way possible. And if they strike and the person who was struck says, I counter that, and you don't accept the counter, whether you're okay with it or not, court is the next option. But if someone is just downloading my videos just to download on their channel to monetize it, I'm striking them. See, yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Now, it's very possible if someone's blatantly ripping off your stuff, downloading your video, like you said, Mark, uploading it, not changing it, not adding any value, not criticizing you. If they do that, you strike them, they could still counter, and you could still reject their counter. You're still going to court. You're right, but you're going to court. In the first instance, if someone just uses a clip and adds commentary to it, you'll go to court. You'll be wrong, but you'll still go to court. Or you can be right and still go to court. It sucks. It really sucks. And court's not cheap. How many thousands of dollars does it take to go to court? A lot of this is bluffing. You know, people are just bluffing. You know, they're like, it's sort of a game of chicken. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's why I do all original content, which is what YouTube wants. YouTube wants original content. Oh my goodness, Artfully Blind with Diana just tipped 50. Thank you, Artfully Blind with Diana. Look at that. She took the spot right there. Let me get on the tipping lights here. I appreciate that. Really helps the channel a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, it's a party. Artfully Blind with Diana. Excellent. She's doing a lot of cool stuff over there on her channel. Diana let me do a deep dive analysis of her channel, so I really got in and looked at her videos and gave her some consulting, and I'm pretty impressed. Diana does a lot of live streams too, and it's really tough to have a successful channel with a heavy lean towards live streams. But people are digging it. Can it be at night? I like night court. Judge Harry won't be there, though. Maybe Judge Judy. Don't make me come over there, Steve. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yep, me too. I do original content only, and I only use music from YouTube's audio library. That's cool. The audio library is down here, folks. And a lot of people bash this. I don't. I've used this a lot. There's some good gems in here. You can sample the music, and you can limit it to just what you want, and it will refocus. Say you only want things 3 minutes. Look at that. Awesome. Let me get the mood. Mood equals funky. Electric and dance and funky. Want to hear some electric, dance, and funky? Let me turn off my mix minus. There we go. Doop. Ooh, that's really loud. I even got a little play bar down here. Try this one. You know, might not be for everyone, but hey, it's there. Might not be for everyone, but yes, all of this music you can use for free, and I like free. Enjoy. Jax is here. Hello, Jax. Welcome back to the channel. Shalalala Productions. That's my friend, Mr. Robert Lee. He says, not sure why folks would bash the tunes. Could be folks crave new music, question marks. Oh, and what's up? By the way, when will we see you don the new t-shirts? I wore my purple t-shirt with the what's up the other day, but I don't know. I kind of switch them out. Artfully Blind with Diana says, I do live streams to help with my watch hours because my videos don't get good views or watch time. My current videos. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, if you can grab a dozen people watching for an hour, that's 12 hours. So, you'll need 200 views of a 5-minute video to equal the same thing. So there is that to consider. Sammy Superstar says, I use Epidemic Sound. Yes, I do not use Epidemic Sound. I love Epidemic Sound. They do cost money. I've been using Harris Heller's StreamBeats. Look in the video description. Something's playing. Sorry. I use Harris Heller's StreamBeats, and that's 100% free. But StreamBeats is all background music, so it's not always quite the same thing. But hey, Sammy Superstar has a YouTube question. Okay, I'm looking for your question, Sammy. Is this it? My new Them song is from Epidemic Sound. Oh, a theme song, do you mean? Cool. Oh, there's another Epidemic Sound customer, Artfully Blind with Diana. Cool. I have not heard a bad thing about Epidemic Sound. And one of the features I like is when they give you a track, you can tease out the different instruments. So if you only want the drum beats or the drum loops, or you only want the guitar solo, or you want to drop the vocals, if Epidemic Sound has vocals, you just don't want the vocals at all, they give you that flexibility where you can manipulate. It's not just all one size fits all. Trying to see if I missed anything. If I missed any questions, let me know. And I am on open Q&A, so if there are no questions, I will close it down early. So if you have YouTube questions, go ahead and ask. Now is the time. Mark Lindsay CNC says, I know a musician, gonna ask him to write me a theme song. Ooh, yeah. I felt so bad because when I first started learning piano, which I'm almost a year and a half into my piano learning journey, someone said, Matt, I wrote lyrics to a song. I would love for you to write me a song. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that is such a huge leap for someone who doesn't know music. I'm fumbling, At the time, I couldn't even read sheet music. I'm like, to suggest that I could compose my own music without knowing music theory, as learning piano, I was like, I'm sorry. I would love to help you. I don't have the ability to do that. So yeah, writing a theme song, that's major. But thankfully, a lot of people are good at that. And you can easily find them on some of these freelance boards. They'll write you original music. That's how Harris Heller got the whole library for StreamBeats. He went on Fiverr.com and paid composers to make 80s synthesizer music, background music for him. And he paid to have the commercial royalties so he could resell them. And he has 200 songs he did like that. So it's very possible to get an expert to make you a song. But to have someone who doesn't know music theory and has only been playing an instrument for a year and a half, to expect them to be able to compose a song, it's just monumentally difficult at that early stage. So, yeah. 1970s. Oh, come on now. Stream Elements bot is saying, slap a big old like on this video. A like is something you can do for free, and it really helps the channel. I would appreciate that. How is he making money off that? Does he just serve ads on his site? As far as I know, Creative Playground, Amy, Harris Heller is not monetizing any of the songs. He's not collecting any royalties, and they're ad-free. I believe his monetization play is getting his name out there and getting more people to engage with his content through the StreamBeats service. And now Twitch, where Harris Heller is a creator, is coming out with their own StreamBeats. Just like YouTube has its audio library, now Twitch is going to have one too. And he's like, you know what? I'm not that worried. All he has to be is one notch better than the stuff on the Twitch library, and he'll be golden. And he'll actually probably get a boost in oh, there's another tip coming in. Sammy Superstar, $5. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate that. Sammy Superstar, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me get the lights going there for you. All right. Excellent. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy is a creative genius, a self-proclaimed creative genius, and I couldn't agree more. Artfully Blind with Diana says, I have 2 YouTube friends that are very talented writing jingles and music for their channels, and they are not primarily musicians at all. That's great. I mean, a lot of people know music theory, but as someone who's 50 years old and just starting from scratch, it's going to take me a while to get there. But I am. Some people are so good that it's called perfect pitch, where you can go like. Oh, that's a high F. Like, how do you know that? I don't know that. So they have perfect pitch, and they can hear songs, identify how many beats there are, and then play it improv and nail it. Like, that's talent. I do not have that. Dave Hart is here. How are you, Dave? Hey, Matt just popped in for the thumbs up. Hey, that's totally fine here. I'll take it. Thumbs up, all good. Mark's got to run for dinner. I'm on my own without Mr. Mark. That's cool. Yeah, but Harris Heller. Yeah, let me show you this. This is nuts. I can't believe he's. Whoops. I can't believe he's doing that. So if you go to my video. Oh, let me switch back. Oh, am I already here? I guess I am back. Okay. If I go to videos. I'll get there. I'll get there. Cutting Edge TV is here. Stream is looking great. Thank you. Thank you, Cutting Edge TV. Let me go down. Make sure this isn't playing. Pause that. Yeah, here we go. StreamBeats. That's how you get his stuff. And look, he even gives you the license, and the license says you can use it for commercial and not owe him any money. And then here is his Discord. A little funky the way he does this. He brings people to his Discord, and here are all of the links to the music that he has. But up here, this is the direct MP3 downloads through Dropbox. So they're all there. So you can load Dropbox, go into these things. Let me turn my mix minus back off. Audio processing, USB mix minus. Which one do you like best here? How about Skyward? This is it. This is the audio video, or the audio file. And you want to download it? Here you go. Look. Direct download. Downloads. There's the MP3 or WAV file. Literally, no fuss, no muss. It's like all there. It's crazy. And as far as I know, he's not making any revenue off of this service, but it is helping his career. Yes, please retype your question. I did scroll up, but it slipped past me. Thank you, Sammy, for being patient with me. And that's the way we do it around here. If you type a question and I don't get to it, you can ask it, and you should ask it a second time. Carrie Mace is here. Hi, Carrie. Welcome back to the channel. It's awesome to have you here. Do drop a like, and if you haven't hit the red button, the subscribe button, please go ahead and do that. Oh, it was the donate. It was on the donation. Oh, shoot. Let me see if I can find out what that is. The buyer hasn't entered any instructions. Okay, let me see if I have the question. Okay, I'm looking for your question. Looking for the question. Live streaming. Let's see. Let's do a search for $5. Find $5. Here we go. Sammy. Well, I see it says Sammy Superstar just tipped $5. I don't know if the question's coming through, Sammy. I'm sorry. Having trouble seeing your question. Does anyone know StreamYard here? Question mark. I have a question about uploading a 5-minute timer. Okay. Calls for StreamYard experts. Try Stream Elements. Okay. right, 1 second here, folks. Okay, stream elements. I know I'm not sharing. Just give me one moment here. So we'll go down to revenue history. Okay. Sammy says, I found your question. And I typed the question. This says it's coming from me, but Sammy typed this. Sammy says, I just did a live stream and I trimmed it, and the live stream is like 10 minutes. How long do you think it will take to process to cut the trim? Okay. The answer to that question is it's a gamble, a roll of the dice. Sometimes it'll take 20 minutes. Sometimes it'll take 2 hours. I would hope around the 30, 40-minute mark, it will be done. That seems to be what happens with my videos. You know, this is one of those things where, you know, people think YouTube it's just one website. It's just like youtube.com. But no, there are teams that code just the feature that they have, and the feature that trims that, it goes to other servers that are just in charge of doing the trimming and the audio work, and the servers that do the end card. And so it goes into that queue, and sometimes the queue is backed up. You never know what the queue is, but sometimes it's backed up and sometimes it's not. He says 2 hours for a 10-minute video. Yeah, well, it all depends on how many people use the video editor a moment before you did. Yeah, it will take a while. It will happen. It will work. It's just not instantaneous. It's never been instantaneous. Amy says, thanks, Matt. I need to head out for an after-school walk. Too much computer time for this old teacher. LOL. Well, I'm glad you stopped by Creative Playground. And enjoy the walk. Walking's good. I walk every day. Here's all messed up. I walk every day on my treadmill. I've got a treadmill, and if I don't go on the treadmill, I kind of feel, you know, finally at the point where it feels right to do it. Yeah, that's crazy. It is crazy. It's 2 hours for a 10-minute video. It could be 35. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It just depends on how high the usage is. I don't know if anyone took you up on your question, Diana, with your, does anyone know StreamYard with the timer? But I do know that they have that feature now. They have a timer feature. The Facebook trimmer is way more cumbersome. Gotcha. It's neat. Like, in the future, using a service to do your video editing is going to be much more commonplace, because now you're doing it all local on your computer. And look at what the trend is. The trend is cloud computing and using a browser to be your internet. The Chromebooks, you don't have an operating system traditionally. It's just you all live in a browser. And that's what these things are doing. When you use the trimmer in YouTube or you use the trimmer in Facebook, you know, it's not your CPU that's crunching the numbers. It's owned by, you know, the group that's giving you the service. It's owned by Facebook and YouTube. And that's like where they're just tipping their toe in the water with these simple things. Like you can slice out a piece of the middle, you can trim off the front, you can trim off the back, you can do a few other little edits, but that's it. But eventually that it could get rather sophisticated in the cloud. Dave Hart says, I dug the Wizard of Oz click trick. Oh, yeah, you like that? Yeah, there was a little meme going around that says, just go to Google and type in Wizard of Oz. And on the search results, there are these little red slippers. And the hack is to click on the red slippers. I'll do it now and show you what happens. Okay, USB mix minus is still off. Remind me to turn that back on.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Now it's black and white. And then you could click the and it goes back to color. Isn't that amazing? I didn't do that. Google did that. I just think that's so fun. I do like The Wizard of Oz. Great movie. Great fun. All right, questions are coming in. Can you mobilize a group of streamers to watch a stream and gain more watch hours collaboratively? Watch hours will accrue based on how many people are watching. If you do an hour stream, 10 people watch, you've got 10 hours. If you do a stream and one person watches your hour-long stream, you'll get 1 hour of watch time. But if 9 people watch the rerun, you'll still get 10. So there's not any bump. There's not any bonus watch time you get if a lot of people watch it live versus watch the rerun. But mobilizing a group of, see, that's the key point there. Mobilizing a group. That's marketing. Yeah. I try and mobilize a group to watch this show. I put all my links all over the interwebs, and I want to mobilize a group. Now, you said group of streamers, but it could be a group of anyone watching the show. Yeah, you can do that. And it will get you more watch time because more people are watching. But you won't get extra watch time if you get a lot of people. Like you don't get an extra hour of watch time just because 10 people watch. There's not anything like that. I don't think that's what you're asking anyway. But yeah. All right. What happens when you get to a particular watch time again? Oh, okay. I think your question is, what are the milestones that happens after you reach certain criteria? One of the criteria is watch time. First, I have a whole video on that answers all of that. It goes all the way up to 1 million subscribers. But the biggest milestone, what I think you're talking about is when you get 4,000 watch hours. That's when your watch time reaches 4,000 hours over the last year. So 365 days. If that occurs and you also have 1,000 or more subscribers, then you get let into the YPP program. That stands for YouTube Partner Program. And that's where YouTube will give you revenue sharing of the ads that you can control. Well, you can control what type of ads appear. You can't control what ad appears, but you can do the little pop-up lower third. You can control ads in the cards that slide out. You can do the 6-second skippable ads in the beginning. You can do the unskippable ads, and you can do the mid-roll ads. You can control however many flavors of ads, and then they'll give you a percentage of the revenue that's generated from the people paying to put those ads on. It's called YPP. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over the last 365 days. And that's a rolling thing. So, the next day, it's only analyzing the previous 365. So if it does it a month later, it chops off that month. There's other milestones too. If you get 100 subscribers, you get to have a custom URL. So instead of youtube.com/ and then a bunch of numbers and letters, it could be youtube.com/ all things YouTube. There's more milestones. 10,000, they'll give you, what do they give you at 10,000? The shelf, I think the merch shelf, or they'll give you 10,000 is maybe memberships. They'll let you have memberships where you can use the Patreon-like feature. And then they'll start giving you plaques Once you get to 100,000, a million, or 10 million, they'll give you awards, physical awards they'll mail out to you. If you watch your own video 100 times, does that count as 100 views? It will for a short while, but YouTube monitors activity like that, and then they erase the view that you got because they want to make it fair. They want to make it fair for all parties involved. Because think about it. If you're paying to put ads on Dave Hart's channel and Dave Hart clicks his own video 100 times, are you going to be happy that you paid all that money for those ads, which really aren't useful to anyone? So, yeah, YouTube will give you the views and then they'll take them away. They giveth and they taketh away. Yeah. So, yeah, what I tell people is, get your first 100 subscribers. Just get to that milestone. Then the next one, you'll get YPP. And then after that, it gets kind of fun where you can get into the membership program. They'll give you the merchandise shelf. They'll give you a couple, the community tab. Hey, Hugh tipped again. Thank you, Hugh. $5.20. Yeah, this was a previous tipper on my channel, Hugh Jass. Appreciate the tip. Oh. Stream Elements bot reminding people to join the group. All right. I think we're going to wind this down. I like that it makes you laugh. Hey, yeah, doesn't take much. Mind equals blown. That is Thursday, folks. Go ahead and click that URL and choose set reminder and then come right back for the rest of the show. Do check out Verbose Wednesday. Now also on YouTube, also streamed on Facebook, but go ahead and click the set reminder button over there if you want to catch me on Wednesday talking about video production. Talk about video production with Robert Lee. It's a lot of fun. And my show next week on the 26th, Monday the 26th, we've got another All Things YouTube. Definitely click this one and choose the set reminder over there on All Things YouTube. And we'll see you next week as well. If you have any suggestions for show topics, let me know. I'm easy to get a hold of. Just find me, Matt Haas, on Facebook, or direct message me on any of my social medias. I've got a website called allthingsyoutube.com with contact information. I got a course. You want to learn how to be awesome on YouTube? Go get the course. And Jax, I should get you that milestone video too. Let me do that. That's a good video for people to have. I also have some of these course videos over here on YouTube itself. Let me see. Do you see the milestone one? I probably passed it. Here we go. Channel milestones. Let me get the shareable link. Here, Jax, this is for you. That video contains every milestone that YouTube will grant you as you get more and more popular. Oops, I saw. Oh, what time is the Wednesday show? And he says he saw it. Yeah, I have it in the little chat there. It's 6:30 Eastern. All the times are Eastern. 6:30 Eastern for the Wednesday show. 6:30. And the other two shows, my show is always at 7, and so is Brenda G's design show. And remember, Brenda G has her store up and running on Etsy you can search for Brenda G's Designs on Etsy. And spell Brenda G's like this. Notice she has the G with no space. That helps, I think, in finding it. If you want Artisan goat's milk soap. And I think she has, gosh, I'm going to say 60 different scents. And every scent is in stock. At least a dozen. She's insane with the stuff. She refuses to let her recipe be known by anyone but her because she's perfected it over 30 years. I'm like, you should go on YouTube and be a soap channel. She's like, no, I don't want to tell anyone my recipe because it's dialed in, as she says. Sammy's got fire. Hugh Jass, Sammy Superstar, Artfully Blind with Diana. Thank you for supporting me through the tip feature. I appreciate that. It's a lot of fun. It does help a lot. And it removes will nots too. I don't know what that means, Jim. Oh, we have one more question coming through. Okay. I'll wait for the question and put on some StreamBeats in the meantime. Not that one. Put on some background music. How about that? Okay, Sammy, I'm waiting for your question. We'll wait just a moment. Yeah. Brenda soap removes the things TP will not. Quick, Sammy, ask your question before Jim gives even more comments. The build-up. This track is called San Fran Syntho. Synth, get it? Synthesizer? San Fran Syntho. Okay, Sammy says, tomorrow is my first episode of my taco show, and I know you are a taco fan, so maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe I can invite about tacos. That would be fun. Yes, I will support your taco show in any way you want me to support it, Sammy Superstar. And I do have taco cred. I am a former Meetup host. There's a website called meetup.com, and I would put taco events on the calendar, and 20 to 40 strangers would show up and eat tacos with me. That's the type of person I am. Do an interview with me. Yes, I will be more than happy to do that. If my schedule allows, you can count on me. Have your people call my people. We'll do lunch over tacos. What was he going to say? Hell no. I ain't want no taco. Taco Tuesdays with Sammy. Actually, Tuesday is very open for me, because I don't live stream on Tuesdays. So if that is when your show is, I will very likely be available. But I will schedule with you, because sometimes I'm not. Okay, we're leaving it here, folks. Thank you for being awesome. Do drop a like. Do stay awesome. And if you want an Awesome Wood Things sticker, let me know. If you have a sticker and you want me to have yours, this is my mailing address. But you don't have to give me anything to have one of these. Just let me know you want one and let me know where I can mail it, and I'll mail it anywhere in the world. All right, I'm taking off. Thank you, everyone. Stay awesome. Bye.